very happy, very beautiful, very sad, very loud, very slow, very smart, very brave, very clean, very noisy. Don't these just sound a little bit too boring? Well, fortunately for you, today we are going to shake things up. We are going to learn some ways to make your own speech a little bit more interesting by replacing those words with 11 alternatives. My name is Vitali. Without further ado, let's go. Number 1, very happy? Makes sense, and you can totally say that. But again, if you want your speech to sound a little bit more interesting, more sophisticated, you should definitely consider replacing that one with the word overjoyed. Obviously, the definition of overjoyed is extremely happy, filled with joy. It just means very happy, but doesn't it sound a bit more quirky? For example, I was overjoyed when I got the surprise gift. You should especially consider using the word overjoyed when you are beyond just very happy. Next one, very tired? Nah. You can say worn out. Clearly, the definition of worn out is extremely tired. By the way, you can say extremely instead of very pretty much every time, and that already makes your speech sound a little bit more interesting. Consider that little tip. Nonetheless, the definition of worn out is obviously extremely tired or exhausted. Exhausted is yet another extra word for you here. Example. After driving for 9 hours, I was completely worn out. Again, worn out usually expresses the level of tiredness beyond just very tired, but again, figurative speech is always welcome. Very beautiful? Gorgeous. Gorgeous. It sounds beautiful, doesn't it? For this reason only, I would use it on a daily basis. And it also makes your speech sound a little bit more interesting. A tip for boys, this is a very good word to use when you want to give a lady a compliment. Very sad. Heartbroken. Obviously, it also means that your heart has been broken, which is going to make you very sad. The definition of this word is extremely sad or deeply upset. Obviously, the main meaning of this word is when your heart is broken because your partner, your girlfriend or boyfriend or whoever you have been dating did something to you, broke your heart. It is going to make you very sad. But you can just replace very sad with heartbroken. Or another example, she was truly heartbroken when her cat passed away. Remember, do not use heartbroken every time you're very sad. Sometimes the situation will look a little bit fake. You should use heartbroken when very sad just doesn't capture it. La la, la 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 la. Very loud, isn't it? I'm sure you are familiar with this word. The word I want to mention is noisy. It just means making a lot of noise, being very loud and disruptive. I'm going to give you an example situation. If you are in class and there is a student who answers the questions that the teacher asks, and answers them loudly, that person is loud. They're not noisy. There's another student who keeps talking and shouting, especially when not asked. That would be a noisy student. Or if you live in a big city, especially somewhere in Southeast Asia, and they keep renovating, building something on the road, so the construction sites are going to be noisy. Trust me. So again, noisy emphasizes disruptive loudness that is beyond just very loud, which sometimes can be helpful. Noisy, never helpful. Very fast. Speedy. Clearly, the definition is moving very quickly, having great speed. For example, why is that delivery guy's name is Speedy Tony? Perhaps because he delivers stuff very, very quickly. I would like to add that speedy suggests quickness with a touch of excitement. Very slow? Nah, gradual. The definition of this word is happening slowly over time, step by step. For example, the changes in the seasons are gradual. Like in moderate climates, it's never the case that one day is -5 degrees Celsius and the next day is plus 30 degrees Celsius. Probably not. It's going to happen gradually. So gradual implies a slow progression. It's usually progression nonetheless, but not quick. Now, this one you probably already know if you are very smart. Or should I say clever? It feels like smart means having some ability, but clever goes beyond that, beyond just very smart. Very resourceful, quick-witted, intelligent. For example, she found a very clever solution to the problem. Next, very brave? Nah. Daring. The definition, willing to take risks, adventurous and courageous. For example, that mountain climber was daring and fearless. Very clean? Nah. Spotless. For example, after the cleaning, the kitchen was spotless. Clearly, spotless implies something beyond just very clean. It implies perfection in cleanness. Very slow? Nah. Steady. Definition, happening at a consistent and unhurried pace. For example, the tortoise moved at a steady pace across the path. Steady implies a reliable and measured slowness, beyond just very slow. Very busy? Nah. Packed. The definition is obviously full of activity. Very busy. Crowded. For example, the city center is always packed with tourists, especially in the summer. All right, there you have your 11 words that are going to make your language more vivid. Let me know in the comments which word you like the most. Obviously, if you like the video, I will clearly appreciate that like. Don't be stingy, doesn't take long, does it? And if you like this vibe, then subscribe to the channel. I've been Vitali, and adios.